Hi friends, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to talk about how to create a paginated reports in Power BI Report Builder. So please try to watch all my previous videos so that you'll get more understanding on different technologies like SQL Server development, performance training, Power BI and DAX and integration services. Now we'll go to the report builder. There you can understand today's video demo. So this is the Power BI report builder. So here I'll try to create a sample report today. Okay, so for creating a report we need the data set. So let's start creating the data source as well as data set. So here we can see that data source as well as data set. Now let me start creating the data source by clicking. Just click on here. So it's asking us what is the name of the data source. For example, sample data source. You can give anything. So after that, I have selected a Microsoft SQL Server. So because I'm using the SQL Server database as the data source for this report. So let's try to build the connection. Just click on build. So it's asking the server name. So let me try to refresh it. So I'm just giving the server name, and so from which database we are pulling the data for creating this report. So for example, for today's demo purpose I'm using gateway DB. So let's try to test the connection. Okay, connection is succeeded. Just click OK. So now data source has been created successfully. Now I will try to create data set on top of this data source. Let me do that. Just click on here. Now I will try to create the data set. So demo data set. You can give any name, there's no problem. So after that, and what is the data source for creating this data set? Okay, so for example, I'm choosing the sample data source for creating this data set. Now here a couple of options like what is the query type, so whether it is text or stored procedure, what is that. So for timing, I'll try to write the query. Let's start. So select start from orders info. Okay, so let me execute this query. Now you can see that there are multiple columns are there in this table. So I'll try to take all the columns. Let's copy this query and paste it here. Now you can verify this query is valid or not by clicking here. Okay, so query was successfully validated. So you can check what are the fields, so what are the columns there in the query. We can display all these fields here. So different options, filters, parameters. Okay, likewise we can create the data set. So okay, so I'm just clicking the OK. Now we have created the demo data set successfully. Again I'll try to create one more data set. So for that, just right click on data set, add data set. So give some name. So demo _2. So what is the data source? Okay, so if you want to create another data source by clicking new, or if you want to use the existing one, we can use it also. There's no problem. For example, if you want to build again, we can click on new. So we have to give the name again. So demo data source. So we need to build a connection. So try to give the server name. Okay, again choose the database, same database only, test the connection. Okay, successful. Click on OK. Okay, so now I am trying to create this data set based on the demo data source. Okay, earlier data source was sample data source, but for this data purpose again I have created a demo data source. But this time, so actually instead of taking all the columns, I want only few columns. Okay, I do not want to take all these columns. let me take whatever the columns I require. Select from order info. So I just want customer name and the segment and the city, state, sorry, there is no state, yeah, state is there, state, country, after that sales. Okay, so these columns are required for my report design purpose. Okay, I do not want all the columns. Let me take it, just copy, paste it here, try to validate the query. Query was successful, click on OK. So go to the fields. Now you can able to see what are the columns you are taking, everything we are able to see. Now just click on OK. Now we have created two data sets. One is a demo data set. In this data set we are taking all the columns from the table, but in this data set I am taking only few columns, so as for my requirement. Okay, so and one more option is the stored procedures. How to do that? Let's try to understand. Now I am trying to create one stored procedure on top of this statement. Okay, let's try to understand how to do it. Create procedure get report demo. You can give any name, there's no problem, as begin end. So let me take this query. So no need to go. So let me create the procedure. Okay, so procedure was created successfully. Let me try to execute so that we can understand whether this procedure working successfully or not. Execute get report demo. Let me click on execute. Okay, procedure executed successfully. So now I'll try to create one more data set by just clicking on data set. You can use any data source. So far we have created two data sets, right? Sorry, two data sources, right? We can use any one of them. So again, so demo stored procedure data set. Okay, here instead of taking query type as a text, I am trying to take a stored procedure. Okay, so here we can see that there are two stored procedures. Out of all, I want to take this one. Okay, which one I have created? Get report demo. Get report demo. Okay, so I'm taking this stored procedure. If you want, you can validate also. Just click on this one. Okay, query validation was successful. Just click OK. Now go to the fields. So everything looks good. Okay, now just click on OK. So now we have two data sources and three data sets. Okay, now we'll try to design one sample report. So you can go to the insert and you can drag whatever the visual you want to design, or otherwise you just right click insert. See, we can take report items from here also. If you want, we can take it from here, or you can just right click and insert. We can see whatever you want. For example, I'm taking table. So let me pull some columns. For example, in our report we have three data sets, right? While choosing the columns, you can see that so in this data set in this data source how many data sets are. Okay, this data source contain only one data set. When it comes to this data source, we are containing two data sets, right? First data source contain one data set. When it comes to second data source, we are getting two data sets. So whatever the data set you want, you can take it, no problem. For example, I want to take from this data set. So just click on customer name and segment city. So if you want to create new columns, just right click, insert columns. Do you want to left or right? Okay, I want to right. City, state, right click. Okay, so country, that's fine. Okay, I want to only these columns required for my report purpose. Now I'll try to do some formatting so that it can looks good. So go to the home, just make it center, and I want some color, so anything is fine. Okay, so and also for the headers also center, so I want to make it little big, and I want to bold also, so little give space so that so report looks good. Okay, now give the space. Okay, that's good. Now if you want to give the background color, you can give it also, there's no problem. So background, yeah, so the report looks good. Now I'll try to run the report. Let me remove the unwanted space. Okay, so now design was completed. Now I'll try to run the report. So by just clicking on here, so report will be run. Just click on report. Okay, sometimes it will take some time because the data contain more than 1 lakh records. Let it run. Yeah, now you can see that so report won't run successfully very fast. Now you can see that see different options are there. For example, we are in first page, right? So here you can see that what is the page number 1. If you want to see the next page, you can just click on this one. See next. For example, if you want to see the last page, you can click on this one. See, it will go to the last page of the report, because if the report contains multiple pages, you can switch to whatever the page you want. For example, I want to go to the last page, so it will take to the last page. In case if you want to go to the first page, you just click on this one. See, this is the first page. If you want to see the navigate to the one page by page, you just click on next. That's fine. Okay, so again we'll try to export this report to some different options like Word, Excel, PowerPoint, PDF. How do you want? Okay, for timing, just click on PDF. So it is exporting it to PDF. So it will take some time because so data contain more number of records. So still it's exporting. We'll wait. So meanwhile, I'll try to open the Power BI report so that we can see that is also. So still it's taking time because this contain more than 1 lakh. So that's why it's taking time. Okay, it's asking. Okay, I think mission. So test something, I'm giving a test report. Okay, so successful. Now I'll try to open test report. Refresh it. So still it's taking time. Meanwhile, Power BI is opening because I want to show you in Power BI desktop also. That's why I'm opening in the Power BI desktop, nothing else. Okay, so meanwhile I'll try to I think it will take some time to open this PDF, seems like. So meanwhile, so what I'm gonna do, yeah, I think it's opening. So I think due to my system it's getting slow, I think. Yeah, now you can see that. See, so customer name, segment, city, state. So it looks good, right? So now I export it to PDF. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do, so what I'm gonna do, I'll go to the design. So I'll try to publish this report into the Power BI service. Okay, so whatever the report I have designed this in a report builder, I'll try to publish in service. Let's try to do that. Just click on publish. So yeah, so it will ask the workspace, which workspace you want to publish this report. Check them. Okay, so something wrong, I think. So I think internet connection was not there. Yeah, now let me click on cancel. Again, I'll try to publish it. So click on publish. Yeah, so in this workspace, Power BI Paginated report, I'm trying to publish this report. Okay, so I'll try to give some name, sample report. You can give any name, no problem. Sample. So it's very slow. Seems like my system. Sorry guys, it's taking a lot of time. So let me give it sample report. Okay, so I'm giving some name for this report. So basically I'm trying to publish this report into this workspace, Power BI Paginated report. Just click on publish. Okay, so the report was publishing into the workspace, sorry, in server successfully. Just click on OK. Now I'll try to open a service. So try to refresh it. See, whatever the report we have designed in Power BI report builder, so I have successfully published in the workspace also. Now I'll try to see that. So just click on open. So it's loading the report. I think seems like this video takes little lengthy. So I think around 1.5 lakh records are there. So we are almost there. So it's okay. So now we can see that. So this is the report outcome. So here also we can export to different options like a PDF or Excel, whatever you want. Okay, as for our requirement, you can do whatever you want. So same thing I'll try to open in Power BI desktop also. Okay, so I think for sign in I had to do that. Okay, so next time I'll try to, because I need to sign in again to access the report. So I think that's all for today's video. I hope you like this report. So in today's video we have seen how to create a different types of data sources and data sets, how to publish and how to export. So in the next video we'll try to see different options like how to grouping by using matrix, report items. So we'll try to explore possible options that are available in the report builder. So if you have any questions or queries, you can send me an email or drop your comments in the comment section so that I'll try to reply as soon as possible. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you guys.